Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Hope you are doing well, and welcome to your match preview for Grimsby Town against Nottingham Forest in the Cup tomorrow night. The game starts at 7:45. We'll be live with the watch along, as you can see here, from 7:15 p.m. So make sure you press the link down below and hit the notify me button. On today's video, we're going to go through the predicted team. Now, this will be my predicted team, as well as some changes that I would like to see done and some certain players I would like to see have a run out as well. We will run through the formation as well. Will we see a difference in formation? Maybe a 4-2-3-1? We'll talk that through as well. But as always, before we get into it, guys, if you don't mind, quickly hit that like button now. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you would like your own Lingardinho t-shirt, the link for the merch store is in the description below. And finally, for all those emojis, those forest ones, hit the join button now. It's only 99p for a silver membership. With all the crap done and said, let's get into the video and let's discuss what to expect tomorrow night at Grimsby. Alright guys, so this video honestly is going to be mainly focused on Forest. I mean, we're Forest fans at the end of the day, but at the same time, I want to talk about the squad in detail. And I've got most of the players here. There's probably one or two who've got out on loan. I haven't updated this for a little while, but this was the team that started against Everton. Now, we've all had our say on the back three, and I think I would like to see a run out of a few different players on this. And as we're going along, guys, feel free to put the comments down below as well, and just let me know your thoughts on who you would like to see and who you wouldn't like to see. I got a feeling that Cooper's going to stick to the same formation. Now, the reason being is I think we're going to see a few new players come in, especially some of the new signings. And with that, Cooper's going to want them to learn and adapt into the first team's formation, as well as the rest of the squad players as well. Let's start with a quick injury update. So we know now for sure that my boy Niakate is out for a little while. How long, I'm still skeptical about. I think it will be about 6 weeks is my guess, but I'm just basing that on history with Cooper and shall we say his coy manner towards injuries. Now, in terms of the rest, Colback is back from sickness, but I don't think he will be played tonight, which is a shame. Well, tomorrow night, should I say, which is a shame, because this is the kind of game I would like to see him used for in the squad. I don't want him anywhere near that first team. Let me know what you guys think about Colback. In terms of the defense, the two people I really want to test out, and I'm saying this because I think they need to be tested out rather than these players removed. I think Worrell will come out and Biancon will come into the middle, and I think Cookie will be rested as well. And maybe Embasso comes into the middle of the, I'm trying to do this left-handed with my arm situation still. And Embasso comes in as well. Now, in terms of the left centre-back, I think we may see McKenna. McKenna's that kind of player who, it's a bit like a Rolls Royce, isn't he? He just gets the job done, never seems to come off the pitch knackered. Never seems to be behind the play or anything like that. So I think McKenna may start there. And in terms of the wing backs, I think we're going to see Williams and Tuffalo at least for the first 45 to 60 minutes on the pitch. I think where we will see changes is here in the middle. I think, guys, and I'm sure this will please a lot of you, not that I'm saying that Mangala or O'Brien aren't worthy, but I'm excited to see Freuler coming into the team and seeing what he's got and getting used to our system quickly. Now, it shouldn't take him long to get used to the system because at Atlanta, they played a similar system and a similar style to Nottingham Forest. And I think O'Brien will be rested as well. And I think it's going to be Mr. Ryan Yates in there. So I think that'll be good to see how that partnership develops. Now, I have a sneaky feeling that a combo like this may be used against Spurs. I think Freuler is going to come in for the Spurs game. And it may be O'Brien, Yates, or Mangala for that second CM spot. Who starts there? I don't know. I honestly don't mind either. I think all of them do a great job. I think Yates was brilliant when he came on against Everton. What we are lacking from those two midfielders, Mangala and O'Brien, was breaking into the box and shooting. And we all know Yates loves to get his head down into the box and he's not scared to shoot. So out of those three, Who would you guys start either for this game or Spurs? Let me know down below. And I think Lingard will come on at some point. So I think Lingard will be put on the bench. But it's going to be my boy. I can just see my boy coming in and starting for us in Morgan Gibbs-White. Give him a bit more game time. I don't think he'll last 90 minutes. I think Cooper will want him fresh for the Spurs game. But I think we'll see Gibbs-White start and maybe come off at half-time or again the 60th minute. In terms of up front, Johnson will definitely be rested. And then is really, does he go with a combo of something like this? For me, I think we will see Dennis and Surridge. We may see Uwani instead of Surridge, but I think he's going to want to give Surridge a bit of a run out. So for me, that's the predicted team. Now, what is the point in this team in terms of going forward against Spurs, Man City, etc.? I think this is a real good chance, whether you're on Worrell in or Worrell out or whatever. I think this is a good chance for Biancone to have a run out and see what he's about. I was impressed with him during pre-season, but I do feel like, I think it was against the Notts County game when we had this combo of Mbasso and Biancone, at the back, that Cooper wasn't that impressed with the performances they put in. If you guys remember, he came out probably for the first time I've really heard him with a saving interview after the match. So we could see these guys really, really pushing hard to impress this game tomorrow. In terms of the rest, I think Freuler will just be given time to get used to it. And I think Yates will be looking to get fitness off the back of this. And then Gibbs-White, he really should just dominate this game from start to finish. I'm very excited. Sorry, I've got a squeaky chair. It wasn't a fart, I promise. I'm very excited to see Dennis. And I'm now starting to think that Dennis is more really of a wide left striker. And if we now go in to discuss what I think will happen at Spurs, and obviously we'll do this in the pre-match build-up, but if we were going to see a change in formation, we may see some kind of 4-2-3-1 in my opinion. So if we just quickly change that, and what I'll do, I'll bring the defender up here. In fact, let me just do this off screen. I'll be back in 2 seconds. So before I go into this change, sorry, the other thing I forgot to mention is Henderson will definitely be dropped for Hennessy as well to give him a run out. But sorry, my bad. But anyway, the point I'm making is I would quite like to see our team line up like this. Now, it'll be a 4-2-3-1. And I quite like the look of it. And I quite like the solidness of the shape of this formation. And on paper, it looks quite tasty. Now, there are some missing players here. You could argue that Dennis could be maybe put up front and Lingard play wide on the left. Gibbs-White could go out on the left, right, or middle. He's very versatile in his positioning. And you could also argue between Mangala, Freuler, Yates, O'Brien. It's just a real packed out options we have in terms of the midfield. In terms of the defence, I honestly do think Worrell would benefit from a back four where he's playing centrally. He's got two CMs sitting there in a double pivot that can protect him and still come out wide and cover for when the right and left backs get forward. And for me, at some point during the season, I think we may see this. Now, I know it contradicts what I've just said in terms of the formation Cooper wants to start in. I just wanted to throw this up on the screen and get your guys' opinion on it. One, how do you think that shape looks? For me, I think that looks quite tasty. I really do. Would you switch to this formation? Or would you keep it in the 3-5-2 that Cooper knows and loves? Let me know. Let me know. But I think this formation, not only would it help Worrell, but I think it would help Iwobi as well as a pivotal point up front. It also makes Johnson more lethal when he's playing in that right channel, which I think is his strongest position by an absolute mile. Let me know your thoughts on that, guys. In terms of the game itself, jumping back to my thoughts on Grimsby, I think this is going to be a fun game to watch because Forest should dominate this game. Forest should be able to express how Cooper wants them to play as well. And it should be a comfortable win for Nottingham Forest. Do I want to see too many changes? I want to see the fringe players and the new players. For me, those are key. And I want to see different defenders given opportunities to start as well. But that's really it. That's as much as I got to say on the game. We will have it for you tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. So make sure you tune in. Like I said, the link will be in the description below. Go hit the notify me button on that. If you've got any thoughts on the team or any changes you would like to see, be it in personnel or formation, please let me know down in the comments below. Before you leave, don't forget to go check out the merch store if you want to grab yourself some Forest gear. And as well, on your way out, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. You know the usual drill. Thanks for watching, guys. We will see you tomorrow for a transfer news update and the match watch along, which I think is going to be more interesting than people give it credit for, because we are going to see some tasty players out on that pitch. Come on, you Reds.